Hello, welcome back to DeLuca Shades of Grey. Third installment for Quality TV. Again, excited to be here. You know, the other day I was driving down to Long Beach, or maybe it wasn't the other day, maybe it was a couple weeks ago. The days tend to blend. And I'm listening to Pandora. Everybody knows what Pandora is, you know, that station that plays all your favorite music. You can, you know, text in or, you know, type in what kind of music you like, you know, the artist, and then it'll play all the music, you know, related to that type of genre of music. So I'm driving down to Long Beach, and and this commercial comes on, because now Pandora plays commercials, which is really annoying. You just can't listen to plain old music anymore. You've got to be bombarded with all these messages to buy. And I'm listening to a car dealership commercial, and you know, this man with a very prominent, robust voice comes on, and he says, you know, we have lots of inventory on our lot. Must sell. 2013 Hondas must get rid of for just $113 a month. You can drive away in a fully loaded Honda. Just $113. That's $113. Just $113 a month. Now, my question is how do they know? How do they know that it's just $113? Do they know, everybody? You know, $113 could be a lot of money to somebody. It just might not be just $113. It's $113. That's the bottom line. $113 that has to come out of your bank account so you can pay for that car, okay? It's just not $113. I want them to get rid of the I just want them to get rid of the okay? It's $113 a month. That's what you're going to pay for that Honda Civic that's fully loaded, and that probably just means it comes with a steering wheel, some seats, and if you're lucky, some plastic hubcaps, okay? And that's what's just $113, okay? Now, if you ask me, what would just be a good value for that Honda is not just $113. It would be just free. Yes, just free, okay? Just free, and I'm just saying. That was one of my random thoughts and rambling. Now on to more important subjects. Let's talk about interracial adoption. Interracial adoption and transracial adoption. I believe that's the other, let me see, that's the other, yep, that's the other terminology for it. There's interracial adoption and there's transracial adoption. And as you know, I was interracially adopted by a Hungarian-Italian family. And interracial adoption always has its peaks and its plummets when it comes to topics of equality for babies that need home. Babies that need a home. Yeah, babies that need a home, you know. Again, I already warned you, sometimes my brain goes very fast. Takes a while for my voice to catch up. It's all good. Don't panic like I do. So, the topic of interracial adoption with babies is always very touchy, and myself being a baby of interracial exchange can appreciate that at this age. When I was younger, I would get very upset with listening to folks saying that black babies should be in black homes. I couldn't think beyond the box, and all I thought was that, you know, that's just ridiculous. You know, if you have a loving home and you have good parents and a good family, you're all set. Your foundation is set. But the National Black Social Workers Association in 1972 actually considered placing black babies in families that weren't black cultural genocide. I think that's a bit of quite of a strong terminology, but as an older adult, I can understand where that perception would come from. Because, you know, I mean, the bottom line is, if you're going to interracially adopt a child, you know, as parents, you need to look around your environment, okay? Very important. Look around your environment, okay? Look around your environment. Look around at your dinner table. Is it a cultural burrito of diversity? Okay? Is it a burrito of diversity? Is your environment a burrito of diversity? Because if it's not, maybe interracial adoption is not for you, okay? You need to be around all sorts of diverse people, and you need to be able to embellish and engage your child, whatever child you choose to adopt from whichever culture, ethnicity. You need to be able to provide some type of connection with that culture. It helps develop self-esteem. It helps develop a sense of worth. It helps ground a person to actually, have a sense of who they are, where they come from, their ancestry. Very important. And and as I've gotten older, I have struggled with that as a black woman. I mean, half the time I look in the mirror, I'm like, oh my God, who is that? It's me. Yeah, oh yeah, I'm black. That's right. Yeah, I'm usually thinking, oh my God, I'm Italian. Hey, I meet both stereotypes, I do drive-by shootings and I clean up my own mess. Hey, ba-boom, ba-boom. I know, some people are like, oh, how could she? I did because I can. Okay? Yeah, so, back to 1972, the National Black Social Workers Association considered placing black babies in other homes a cultural genocide. They have lightened up on their views a bit about interracial adoption, and now it's, their philosophy is that they want to preserve, it's about African American preservation, with an emphasis on focusing on culture, ethnicity, and ancestry. Look, Schmucker's preserves its red raspberry jam. The National Black Social Workers Association wants to preserve the black jam. That's all they're saying, and I can appreciate that. But there were certain challenges growing up in a white family, and one of them was hair. I wanted long blonde or long brunette hair, and I didn't have that. I had an afro, because that's just part of what you get with being black sometimes. That's part of the package, having an afro. And I was surrounded by all these white little girls who had blonde long hair and brunette hair, and it feathered, and they'd flick it back, and get it out of their eyes. It would wisp in the wind, and mine would just kind of stick there, it would stick there. It wouldn't wisp. It would stick there. I'd go swimming, it'd weigh about, 40 billion pounds, and I'd have to walk around like this, do like neck exercises, to build my neck muscles up, because, I had the afro. It contains water. It's like a sponge, So, besides that, I wanted hair like Farrah Fawcett. That picture with her, that feathered hair. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I wanted hair like Sean Cassidy too. Okay, don't box me in. That's all I'm saying. I wanted hair like Sean Cassidy. I wanted hair like Farrah Fawcett. I wanted to be able to flick my hair back, wisp it, run my fingers through my hair, get it out of my eyes. Wasn't happening. My dad, when I was younger, he owned a pick, okay? And he liked picking my hair. That was his job. Every morning before I go to school, he would pick my hair. And this is an Italian man. He gets things done. He's gonna go in and he's gonna make sure that I have a great afro. So, he'd come with the pick. I'd pray for my life. I'd hope that it was over soon. He'd come and he'd pick, puff, puff, pick, shape, pick, shape, pick, puff, shape. It was crazy. By the end of the day, it was like an eclipse. I'd walk in front of the sun, and people put their glasses on. So one of the things you might want to consider when interracially adopting a child, hair. Food is also very important. Make sure that there's some type of cultural tie with ethnic foods, religion. Okay, and like I said, ancestry, knowing where you come from, it's very important. It's an important part of the development of a human being, is having some type of connection. So I jump around a lot. So back to the hair, growing up with my hair and being surrounded by different types of hair, I'd become like Veruca Salt from Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, and I'd look at my dad and I would just say, I want blonde hair now, Daddy, now, you know, start stomping my feet. I wouldn't really stomp my feet, but I did want blonde hair and I wanted it now, you know? And what is the appropriate response? What is the appropriate response you're going to tell your black child when she has an afro and she wants blonde hair? I'm going to tell you what the appropriate response is. You sing a little song, and it goes something like this. Oompa, oompa, doopa-dee-doo. You can't have blonde hair because your eyes are not blue. Oompa, oompa, doopa-dee-dare. You can't have blue eyes because your skin is not fair. What do you get with a little bubble butt, some big full lips, and some hair that's hard to cut? What do you get with your big afro do? Lots and lots of smiles because they want one too. Right? Is that not the perfect response? And if you're considering interracially adopting a child, you cannot sing that song to your child if it is African American or black of any nature, because that's my family song, okay? That's my family song, and as soon as I get off, as soon as I do a rap, yep, rap, not that kind of rap, but as soon as I'm done, I'm gonna copyright that song, okay? So I better not be seeing it all over YouTube and all that stuff. But anyway, interracial adoption. There's so much information out there, so much vast information about interracially adopting a child. Groups you can contact of whatever ethnicity, whatever culture you are planning to adopt a child. I actually have some good magazines here that you can look up online, articles to read. There's desertnews.com. They've always got some really good tidbits about interracial adoption. There's Future of Children, the Future of Children magazine. There's adoption courses. They actually have adoption courses now that, you know, parents can go to, people can go to learn about different cultural groups, different ethnic groups, and connect with the larger community. And it's so important. I think it's so important to do if you're considering, you know, adopting a child of another culture. And there's also what is that? I think it's Adoption Family magazine, which is really good. And if you have any questions, please give me a call. I actually have some friends who have interracially adopted, and myself being one. Adopted transracially.